Good morning, class. We are going to continue with our HTML parsing and using code to go through HTML. So let's jump over to the book. So we left off with don't use regular expressions to parse HTML. And what you guys were supposed to do was to create three HTML file with three references, hyperlink references. So that's basically you copy and paste this 3 times. We've gone over how to view the page source and how to inspect elements. And how to open the developer tools. So what we're going to do today is we are going to use Beautiful Soup 4, which is a way to read HTML files. So what you guys are going to want to do, you guys are going to want to open command prompt, pip install Beautiful Soup 4. Again, I've already installed it, so I don't have anything to pip install. We're going to have to pip install one more thing, but we're going to get to that later. So what I want you guys to do is, what we're going to do is we are going to use Beautiful Soup 4 to get our text, or to get our weather information for the Wheaton or wherever you live area, whether it's West Chicago or Naperville or Carroll Stream or whatever, it doesn't really matter. So what I want you guys to do is you go to weather.gov. Right here, you can type in 6118. Wheaton. Notice it gives us a latitude and longitude, and that's how we're gonna know. So that right there, this is the website we want to go to. So if we copy that, if I open an incognito window and I paste it, it takes me technically to Chicago, West Chicago, DuPage Airport area, which is close enough for what we want. So this is the website. It adds this. I don't know what that means, but it's irrelevant because the website still works without it. And what we want is we want this information right here. So we're gonna write, we want our code to kind of check the weather every morning. So so it's giving us right there. That's not near where I live, but we want this information right here. So close out of that. How did I get here? Must have clicked something. Oh well. Jump back to the book. So like it says here, websites change their code quite frequently. So if you ever get to a point where your code isn't working, you'll have to not redo the whole thing, but you'll have to find out what section of it's not working, and its odds are they've renamed a tag or they've done something to change where this information is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna right click here, inspect, and it's gonna give us this class, COL SM10 forecast text. This is the information we want, and this is the tag, the div tag that it's inside of, and the div tag class name, right? Right, you can see it says class right here. This is what we want. So the book, what we then do, I went over this yesterday, we copy the CSS selector. And you can see this is exactly div class, what the book says it should be. Ooh, not that one. Jump over here. We right click, go to copy selector. Now if we go here and paste it, that's the text we just copied. That's the CSS full selector. Just so you guys know what we're copying. We're gonna use that later. Oh, I don't even have Python open. How can I teach you guys Python if I don't have the file or the program open? That's crazy. Okay, the string will copy such as to the clipboard, see? What we're going to do is we're going to use Beautiful Soup's select method, and then later, tomorrow, Selenium will actually control the browser. So we're going to go over that tomorrow. That's a little bit longer of a video. So that's why it's for tomorrow. and it just happens to be in the next thing in the book. So that is how you copy information if you wanted to look for. That's how you find the information on the web page. Okay, so we're going to leave that as is. This is what we want to look through to start with, copy. So this is just, you put this information into a notepad. We save it, close out of it, and so all of this here makes this website. So there's not that much on this website either, right? But it's already kind of confusing. And as you can see, for this whole website, there's a lot of stuff going on in there. So we really need a way to read it without having us physically read it, because we won't be able to understand it, or it's too difficult. So we're going to import requests, import beautiful soup 4, as is request.get https nostarch.com nostarch tch. Did I spell start? Yeah, I spelled something wrong. Great. Now I have to wait. There we go. Okay. res.raise for status. Now this, if you guys don't remember, will give us an error if it broke. But if you do res 200, 200 means good. If it's anything besides 200, you probably did something wrong. So throw that over there. So then what we do, gosh, no starch equals BS4 dot beautiful soup res dot text. Now this HTML parser, if you don't have it, you just get a slight error that says you should have something. Oh, apparently I was wrong. When did that change? My bad. I thought they changed something. I mean, there's this thing right here, but anyway. So obviously we don't want to print out 1300 lines, but it's a class beautiful string. It's a object that beautiful. So it's basically, it's a object that contains all the HTML information of that website and can read it and can break it up easily for you. So what we can then do, HTML parser, you can, the HTML parser comes with Python. You can use the faster LXML parser if you install a third-party module. So we're going to do that. So instead of pip install, it is LXML. This is new, I don't have this, so So then I would assume LXML feature not found. Great. Feature not found. Build tree. Then why is it? Okay, forget that XML thing. LXML. So once we have this information, this no starch soup, we need to go through it and find information in it. And this is a 10-minute video. Shoot. So this will be the last thing. So what we then need to do is this will find all the elements. So we would have no starch soup dot select div. And what this will do, oh, hang on. That finds every element with div, and that's quite a lot. So select input name, input divs greater than span, input type is button. So these are just the different ways that you can select different sections of the HTML code. So if you do soup select p hashtag author, that will find any element that has an ID attribute of author, as long as it's inside of a p element, which is what we want is in a class element. Of course, they don't have one for class here. Beautiful soup, hashtag author. Okay, I'm gonna oh, because I'm stupid. Forgot we have this up here. So div tag, let's see. Nope, we did not find that. So let's where this is I don't like beautiful soup. Class attribute dot notice. So let's try dot that. Yeah, it works for the website that you wrote. All right, so that'll be it for today. I gotta figure out why this isn't working, because yeah, like again, this is easy and it works for the website, but it doesn't work for the previous website that they tell you to learn it on. So that'll be it for today. You guys, I'll give you guys a quick assignment online because this was a longer video than I planned. Anyway, have a good one.